also as far as credit, I mean, we are flexible in credit. I mean, we understand that businesses have, been through the struggles, especially with the financial crisis. Some have had, bankruptcies, short sales, and whatnot. So a lot of banks, they'll make you wait 5 or 6 years, if you had a foreclosure. As with us, if it was maybe a couple of years ago, if you have, made some effort to improve your credit, we'll give you a shot and we'll take a look at you.
And generally, what are the loan sizes?
Well, we go anywhere from 5,000 up to 300,000.
On average, our average loan size is about 40,000.
Okay.
But that's because we do a few at the very high end, and then we do a lot at the low end. And so when we're working with a business that's applying for capital, a lot of times the strategy is to start with something. So especially if there's serious issues or it's a startup or it's there's what we want to do is develop a relationship. So if it means that not doing the $100,000 loan right away, but doing a $20,000 loan to get to establish that credit, establish that relationship, and then growing. For instance, we just got a $140,000 loan approved for a borrower who a couple years ago had taken out a $15,000 loan, and he had demonstrated this growth. He had demonstrated responsibility, and his loan really helped him out.
How well do you work with, or are you equipped to work with those people who are borrowers in terms of making sure they have a business plan and those kinds of things that a lot of times people have great ideas, but they don't have the concept of how do I make sure I have in place the mechanisms that will make sure I'm successful and I can grow. Is there a link? I know SBA had a thing, I don't know if you still have it, it's called SCORE or something like that they...
And they're still around, yeah. SCORE, there's also the Small Business Development Center. They have consultants that'll sit down with you and work out a business plan. Typically, by the time an entrepreneur comes to us for capital, they have a business plan in place, or at least something that's informal. I'd say we're pretty flexible about how the business plan looks, or the key to us is, does it make sense? I mean, if you have a good idea and you have it bullet pointed it out, or if you have a projection, that's kind of the basics. We need to understand, how do you see this business playing out over the next 12 months? So in terms of a business plan, we're typically leaning on some partners, Small Business Development Center. There's a great collaborative called Fresno4biz.com. That's 4 with the number 4, so Fresno4biz.com. That's a great site to go, and you can get business planning help, you can get HR resources around marketing your company, all kinds of stuff. And so we helped kind of put together that collaborative, because we realize it's not just one agency that's going to help all these businesses. It's a group of agencies that need to come together.